this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Tuesday. This is the Woo Report, episode 174, titled Win Lottery by Devils. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, Sam Woo, doing a little midday podcast just right before the Devils take on the Dallas Stars today at Prudential Center. Game day live, 6 p.m. Eastern. Vinny Parisi and I will preview the game. Yes, that Vinny Parisi of pucksandpitchforks.com. Also, Devils After Dark tonight. Scotty of SiriusXM, Liquid Metal, and I will recap the game that was. But right now, it is the Woo Report, episode 174. As we're streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, on the Primetime Radio Network. But yes, it has finally come that there is a partnership agreement of some sort, multi-year, that the Devils have partnered with Jackpocket, the app. I have that app because I'm lazy when it comes to buying lottery tickets and going to the store. And if you type in this promo code, you get a free lottery ticket. And I say, you know what? Win the lottery, buy the Devils. That's exactly what I would do, hoping that the Powerball or Mega Millions would go to the billions. And then you be that lone winner from New Jersey. Trust me, if I were to win, I'd probably say sayonara, see ya. You'll never hear from me again. And hopefully that happens. I don't know. But in all seriousness, they made a partnership today, announced on their Twitter. So we can always dream to buy this team and finally make some changes and start winning again. What changes would you make? Before we get into that, just a side note that Mackenzie Blackwood is now on injured reserve. Kier Schmid drove down from Utica, recalled from the Utica Comets. Joined the team today for the morning skate. And that's all we have right now. Looks like the Devils will use the same line combinations that they did against the LA Kings. So let's get back to the topic at hand. Win the lottery, buy the Devils. What would you do? What would you do if you downloaded that app and you put in the Devils promo code and then you win $1.5 billion? Let's I know it may not sound realistic, but it could happen. But let's just say it's $1.5 billion. Would you say, hey, let's just buy the Devils from Joshua Harris and David Blitzer? They probably say no. But let's just dream a bit that you just say, hey, I just won the lottery with a free ticket that you guys gave me, and could I buy the team? And what changes would you make? Number one, first change I would do if I was the owner of the New Jersey Devils, lower ticket prices by at least 25% for season ticket holders. They've suffered enough. Yes, there will be lost revenue, but morale would be better. It would be better. It looks better on TV. And make the TV companies pay for the rights eventually. Also, the Devils will be on ESPN Plus exclusively tonight. All right, so what else would you do if you won the lottery and you bought the Devils? Concession stands. I would use the Atlanta Falcons model. Instead of being what the Devils are, the most expensive in the league when it comes to beer and concessions, according to that one survey, how about we be the lowest? So a family of four can afford some burgers and hot dogs and chicken fingers and all the amenities, just like what the Atlanta Falcons have done at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Have an affordable menu. Pete Maggio say, what's the average cost of beer at the Rock nowadays? I'd say lower that down. I believe it's $14 for a beer. But that's what I do. Matt Freudenberger, I completely agree with you, but it would be controversial bringing back the old goal song since we've been cursed since. It's haunted us since they changed it. Remember that? Oh, what a debacle that was. Opening night, Devils score, everyone's going crazy, and then they play that, not in our house or something like that. And Ben Stone, keep on commenting on the Facebook Live, also looking at you at YouTube Live. So what would you do if you bought the Devils after winning a lottery ticket just by downloading the app and putting in the promo code in? I think it's NJD22, but I don't remember. Don't quote me on that, especially those that are driving right now, listening in. Do it after you drive. Christopher. Well, you know what? I'd make myself the PA announcer. No offense to Joe or anything. Just, I want to do it. I think that'd be kind of cool. Share duties for that 44 game commitment. What else would I do if I bought the Devils? What else would I do? Well, I don't know. Have some more activities outside. Where the restaurants are near Taj Lounge 973. That's what I would do. I would do more of that stuff. I don't care if it's winter. I don't care if it's 20 degrees out. You got to have fun. And that's the main thing when you go to Devils games. Have fun. I would change up the music a bit. I'd play more hard rock. I play more of the fun stuff. I would change that up. Ben Stone, we could be buyers. You never know. There's an opportunity here, folks. If you win the lottery, that Jackpocket, buying the Devils, I would make sure that horrific third jersey is no more and make sure Brodeur never gets to design a jersey ever again, says Mike Rossi. I'll tell you what. I would take that third jersey, just rip off that jersey logo off of it that says jersey and just slap a Devils logo on it. It's actually that easy. Matt Freudenberg, I make Sam Wu the head coach, Shorts guy the goalie coach, Beer Baron and Scotty offense and defense. No, I think Beer Baron needs to handle the beers at the arena. I appreciate you making me a head coach, but no, I'd rather be the owner that goes in and rips into the coach if I don't see anything that I like or any of you fans don't like. I'd be hands-on, which is probably a bad idea. Shorts guy goalie coach, I think Shorts guy wants to be an e-bug. So we'll make Shorts guy an e-bug. We'll make Nick Villano, pucksandpitchforks.com, and Vinny Parisi on the content team spitting out articles, podcasts. They'd be hired full-time immediately. I would give Nick Villano his dream shot. And he can argue with the owner. We'll have like a podcast on the Devils Hockey Network, challenge the owner. That's what I would do. I'd shake hands and high five fans as they're coming in. I'd be engaging. You can call me by my first name. You can say, "Hey Sam, you're a terrible owner." I'd be like, "Well, tell me why. How can I improve?" "Sam, I hate my season ticket reps. You guys always screw up." I'd be like, "All right, well, give me the name. We'll work on it. What's the problem?" "Sam, the concession stands, there's no ketchup or mustard. Every time I get a hot dog, WTF?" I'd be like, "All right, well, you know what? We'll make sure it's full. I'll have somebody check all the condiments to make sure they're all full and ready between periods. Before the game, first intermission and second intermission, just so you can have enough condiments while you're at the Devils game. That's what I would do if I bought the Devils. If I won the lottery on Jackpocket with that free ticket and bought the Devils, oh, you betcha. I would actually fly in a good friend of the podcast, Andrew Bunin, the owner of Cocoa Beach Sandbar and Grill, and put one of them inside Prudential Center. That's what I would do if I was owner. Because if you've ever been to that place in Cocoa Beach like I have, they treat you right. And then also we'll have, rumor has it there's a helipad above Prudential Center for season ticket holders. You get one helicopter ride. You get a dream chance for a helicopter ride on my helicopter to the game, so you can skip traffic, you can skip NJ Transit, you could skip sitting on 78 or on Route 21, and you get a helicopter ride to the game as part of a season ticket perk if you win it. See, that's what I would do. Oh, you know what else I'd do? I would have Andrew Gilbert be a talent evaluator if I was owner of the New Jersey Devils. I'm just teasing, Andrew. We're always having a little fun here. But hey, the Devils signed this deal, multi-year partnership with Jackpocket, free lottery tickets, so you could buy the Devils. Isn't that the greatest thing of all time? Can you imagine that? If one of us gets a free ticket and actually buys the team, I mean, we'd be broke. The ownership group. They're good business people. They know that they have the leverage to be like, all right, Mr. Wu, you won $1.25 billion, the largest in lottery history, and that happens to be as much as it's going to cost you. Just mind you that you still have to pay the taxes on that, but we'll make something happen. Meow, meow. What a great idea. Win a lottery ticket. Well, actually, you get a free lottery ticket, you win the lottery, and then guess what? You buy the Devils afterwards. And those are some of the changes I would make. I would also make some more changes. Let's see what else, aside from hiring Nick Villano and Vinny Parisi. Let's see. Let's go around the rink. Some other changes. Cleaner bathrooms. That's always a good thing. I like cleanliness. Showed you. Maybe cleaner seats. Let's see, what else would I do if I was the owner of the New Jersey Devils after, winning the lottery. NY Davey, are Zaka and Janssen going to start contributing to the offense on a consistent basis going forward now? Not sure what that has to do with the topic, but let's answer that. You know what? I think right now Janssen did have a good game against the Carolina Hurricanes, a little bit of a dud against the Kings. Zaka did score against the Hurricanes, but so did everybody else. But that's a good question, NY Davey. I don't know because I don't know which Devils team is going to show up. And if I was the owner for the New Jersey Devils, I'd be on the guys constantly, where when they walk to the locker room, they have to walk past me, and then I'll just stand there with my sunglasses on, just staring at them, giving them the look, you better perform tonight or else. And that'll get them going, right? Wouldn't that be something? If you actually own the New Jersey Devils. Raymond Gallus. Yeah, you know what? Fire all analytics people and hire actual hockey people, says Raymond Gallus. Let me tell you something, Ray. Let me tell you something. You're absolutely correct. Also, I'll have Billy be employed by the New Jersey Devils, your neighbor, and everybody loves Billy, so he can hand out bobbleheads that I give him to the crowd. How about that? Don't sign checks till they produce, Pete Magic. You see, here's the problem with that, Pete. There's a thing called collective bargaining agreement. How about start them off with a lot of perks, the players, and if you don't win, you lose the perks. That's outside of the contract. Some of the perks I'll have be like, hey, we'll send a chauffeur for you to make it safely from your posh Jersey City apartment to the arena, so you're guaranteed safety. Or you could take the helicopter and be on the helipad at Prudential Center, and meow meow, you get all these wonderful perks. If I won the lottery and bought the New Jersey Devils. Raymond says, not sure any agent would agree with that. Well, screw the agents. As long as you pay the players, it's like, as long as you pay the players, you can do whatever you want. Maybe I'm reading that out of context. Sorry. It's hard to do this podcast when you see so many comments flashing in. But hey, let me tell you, Devils are giving you an opportunity right now to win the lottery so you can buy the team from these owners. Can't be complaining. I'll be playing that. In full disclosure, I did already download the Jackpocket app. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Jack Hughes promos with Jackpocket getting us to download the app. I'll probably have to convince my wife to download it on her phone so she can get the free lottery ticket. And hey, maybe we'll buy the Devils together. Nah, I don't think she would probably allow that. She'd probably like, look, well, I'll buy you season tickets. You don't have to ever work again. And, we can, I don't know, buy that luxury jet that we've been always talking about. That luxury jet we've been always talking about. Since we've never gotten really that many donations, we're far from it. I think the most we've collected was $17 for that jet. Till yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, private jet to the road games. NY Davies. Speaking of Jack, love the guy, kid, but he must stop having horrendous turnovers at crucial moments in the games. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the growing pains, NY Davy. That's part of the growing pains of young players. Every player goes through it. There's very rarely a player that doesn't make mistakes in their first year or second or third year in the NHL. Jack Hughes, for all intents and purposes, came right before the pandemic. He's probably got about 2 years worth of experience, even though he's in his third season. So let's keep that in mind, folks. He will learn. He will learn. Also, if I won the lottery as well and I bought the Devils, I give Amanda Stein a raise just because I feel like it. I would give her a big pay raise. I mean, like, the more you tweet, the more money you're going to be making. That's all I have to say. What do you guys think? If you were owner, would you give Amanda Stein a raise? I would. Sam Kassan, raise. Chris Westcott, raise. Actually, Chris Westcott he'll get a big fat raise because he's come on to the podcast as well in the past. Catherine Bogart, you get a big fat raise. Everybody get raises. Chico, you get a raise. Matt Laughlin, you get a big fat raise. Everybody. If I was owner of the New Jersey Devils after winning the lottery through Jackpocket with that free ticket, I'd be giving a lot of people raises. Why not spread the wealth? Why not spread the happiness around? Because when we're happy, we perform better. Greg Daly writes, Siegenthaler quietly having a great season. Absolutely. Absolutely couldn't agree with you more. Also saying Subban not playing too bad either, but need wins. Yeah, I mean, Subban still has his moments. Last goal, the game-winning goal, what was Subban doing? He was gallivanting behind the net when he should have been up front. When Grundstrom, was left open in the slot, Ryan Graves was out of position. Again, positioning. You can't fault John Gillies on that play, which led to the game-winning goal. And Jack Hughes' misplay. Could have had the puck. Did not. All about the execution, folks. Wasn't there in the last game. That's why the Devils lost. They got a big fat L. Andrew Gilbert tested my patience. A lot of money, very little on ice talent. I'll tell you, Andrew Gilbert, you would be the talent evaluator of the New Jersey Devils if I win the lottery and buy the Devils. You know it. You would report directly to me. Wouldn't that be fun? And I would seriously get rid of all the analytics people. Trust me, I'll take care of them. There'll be a nice compensation package on the way out. I'm not that mean. I'm not going to be a mean owner. Be like, look, I don't like your math. If you could do something else, you can stay on. But if not, all right, have some severance and go find a job. Let me know if you need a reference. I'll give you a good one. You see, that's how it works. We need John Tortorella. I'll tell you what, if we want entertainment, we get John Tortorella on this team. But I don't think I want John Tortorella coaching this team at this point. I'm sticking with Lindy Ruff for now. If I was the owner. Why? Well, again, if once you're owner, then you realize if I had to pay double salary, but I think it's Elaine Nazardine. I think it may be Elaine Nazardine. NJ Drummer 44. It doesn't help that our goalies can't stop a beach ball. Well, see, I'll be a fun owner. I'd be a fun owner and say, guess what? If you give up more than 4 goals, the next game, it's beach ball day. That's what I say. Remember that time? I probably told this story before, and I have video of it. I got to find the DVD of it, but there was one game. We put it out there on some of the message boards. Buy all the beach balls for game 1 against the Rangers in 2006. And we probably have I still have some of them. I think we had about 500 beach balls. And we had 500 beach balls, and we brought in the game. It was snowing beach balls during warm-ups. I remember a beach ball landed in front of Peter Sikora coming out onto the ice. Yes, that Peter Sikora, when he was on the Rangers during the playoffs, and he had to take his stick and bat a couple beach balls out of the way because, before he got on to the ice. Yeah, but I'll tell you, I'm getting distracted here, but Doug makes a great point. They seem to play harder for Naz. He was given the opportunity after Hines was fired. It was a completely different team. I think Naz, so far from what we've seen of him as an interim level, the guys like him. They like to play for him. They'll put their bodies on the line for him. I think that also he simplifies the game plan where he doesn't overcomplicate it. And he's always very encouraging. And you know what? I think Elaine Nazardine could be a great coach for the New Jersey Devils. Maybe it wasn't his time after what happened with the pandemic and everything. But he stayed with the New Jersey Devils. And he also has been, we criticized him, rightfully so, about the special teams, especially the penalty kill. But you know what? They turned it around. Ben Stone said he's not a good defense coach. No, I don't think the players are following what he's telling them to do. Because, again, you go back in the last game, those 3 turnovers, mostly by Jack Hughes, cost the Devils the game. It wasn't because, of Elaine Nazardine. And again, why was PK Subban gallivanting behind the net and Ryan Graves out of position near the glass when there's a guy wide open in the slot, which the puck got there because Jack Hughes couldn't handle it, and suddenly, boom, 3-2, LA. But I will say this, though. I think the Devils right now, again, I don't want to talk about playoffs. I want to talk about doing the right things and getting wins. Doing the right things and getting wins. Forget about the playoffs. That seems like gotta take it one game at a time. Mackenzie Blackwood needs to heal, no pun intended. On IR, Kira Schmid coming down. Who's going to be in net? I would assume John Gillies, but I could be wrong. Armando, how are you? I think the Devils will put up a good fight tonight, but I'll save my predictions for Game Day Live at 6 p.m. Eastern. Vinny Parisi and I will preview the game, and then afterwards, Devils After Dark, Scotty, a Sirius XM, Liquid Metal, and I will recap the game that was. But for now, this is the Woo Report for your afternoon commute drive to the game. Andrew Gilbert writes, is anybody concerned about Mercer being overused as a 19-year-old? He's fallen off big time since the first quarter of the season. Well, Andrew, I can answer that question. I'm not concerned because the kid doesn't appear to be burnt out. Yes, his production has fallen, but I think partially he's a marked man now. He's noticed there's more film on him. So teams are putting emphasis on stopping him. But what he needs is better support around him. And also, you know what? I think he'll be just fine and also build up his stamina from now and, throughout his career starting now. I think he'll be fine as a 19-year-old taking on the workload. I'm not too concerned about. Remember Scott Gomez when he came to the league? He played 82 games, won a Stanley Cup, deep Stanley Cup run. But I'm fine with it. And it's not like Mercer plays with reckless abandon as well. I mean, he's a pretty finesse player. He's not one of those players that takes a pounding night in and night out like Eric Lindros type player. So I'm fine with that. Chris S., the Devils can't play hard for themselves, nevertheless playing hard for a coach. Good point. But, that's got to change. The consistency level's got to change. And remember, folks, just remember one thing about veteran leadership. Dougie Hamilton's out of the lineup. He's skating, but he's out of the lineup. That does affect the New Jersey Devils. Some of the dynamics puts more pressure on Ryan Graves, Jonas Siegenthaler, Damon Severson, PK Subban. So, I suggest right now is calm down, folks. Let's play the games. We're not making the playoffs probably, but let's see if they can get in better habits, and not have these long losing streaks. All right, well, again, I'll plug this again. 6 p.m. Eastern. Vinny Parisi and I will be previewing the game for Game Day Live. We'll be pushing out the stream at Todd's Lounge 973 at 35 Edison Place in beautiful downtown Newark, New Jersey, across the street from the Prudential Center. Get your bucket of beers, get your catfish, get your buffalo wings, get a lot of fun going. Go to Todd's Lounge 973. We got the cameras down there. Say hello. We'll get you on camera if we can. Ron Bailey, woo-woo, woo-woo. Greg Daly, Hughes should have a big game tonight. They're on a back-to-back. Whoever plays against Suter's ancient pyramid of body needs to dominate speed-wise. Speed kills, folks. Speed kills, but play a disciplined game. No more ill-advised drop passes, Jack. All right? Get the puck. deep in the zone. Turnovers, protect the puck. Protect the puck. Outlet passes, get the first pass on. Tape to tape. Get the momentum going the other way on the transition. That's how a Lindy Ruff's team is built. Transition. Get the puck on net. 21 misses on. They missed the net. 21 shots that went wide. Yes, last game. And just get the puck on net. Stop waiting for the perfect shot. Just throw it on net. Trust that your teammates will have your back and be in front of the net. Nathan Bastian, I'm talking about you, buddy. You're going to make a big living and make big bucks when you tell your grandkids, well, I wasn't, the best player like Jack Hughes, but, Sam Wu told me to park in front of the net and I'll make a lot of money, just like how he won the lottery and bought the New Jersey Devils. Maybe that will happen. Yeah, MJ Drummer, shoot the puck and stop trying to be fancy. Yeah, fancy schmancy, fancy schmancy is not going to get it done. Wyatt, LMAO, this title. Yeah, Wyatt, since you're joining in on YouTube Live, Devils have this great idea. Partnering up with Jackpocket so you could put in a promo code to get a free lottery ticket to win the lottery. Hopefully it's $1.5 billion. Then buy the Devils from these owners so you can change around the team so they can actually start winning. How about them apples? The 10-year rebuild continues, says Ron Bailey. Oh, Ron, I'm telling you, the first press conference, if I was owning the New Jersey Devils, it would be like this. Sam Wu LLC has acquired the New Jersey Devils as a part of exchange of my lottery winnings. I have no money now, but there's going to be big changes here in New Jersey for the New Jersey Devils. First off, we don't rebuild, we reload. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Secondly, season ticket holders, beware, buyer beware. That's not a mistake on your invoice. I dropped the ticket prices by 25% because you suffered enough. And if you're suffering next year, expect another couple percent reduction in your invoices. Also, beer prices. We're going to have dollar beer night. You heard that right. We'll have dollar beer night. We're going to have affordability, family of 4 going to the games. You don't feel like you're being ripped off by us, in hopes that you will come to more games. Aha. Ron Bailey, Sam Wu for Prez. Hey, you know what? If I ran for president, see, I would not be a divider. I would be a uniter. I would say, look, I'll be honest with you. Look, I don't have all the answers to the world problems, but I'll do my best. And if you want to chip in your comments and all that, email me at the White House. Anyway. All right, that's enough fun. This is for your afternoon commute or your commute to the game tonight. Remember to stop by. It's Taj Lounge 973, across the street from Prudential Center, 35 Edison Place. We're going to be pushing out the stream on the big TV there. Say hello to Jesse T, all of our good friends. Hope you're entertained. Come on, Devils. Wake the F up, says Ron Bailey. Wyatt, I don't know why you think that title's so funny. Because one day, this podcast will be replayed as I win the lottery ticket by the Devils from Joshua Harris and David Blitzer and rename the company Sam Wu LLC that owns the parent company that owns the New Jersey Devils. And Scotty SiriusXM Liquid Metal will be the DJ. And Beer Baron will lower the beer prices and beers all around 21 or older. Shorts Guy will be our resident E-Bug. And Nick Villano and Vinny Parisi will join the Amanda Stein gang. Everybody get big fat raises, including Chico Rush, friend of the podcast, Matt Lachlan as well. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go Devils.